Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining me for Chronicles and Collecting, where I'm going to open the Robot Spirits Ka Signature ARX-14 Silver Bullet from Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn. This figure came out in December 2014 and retailed for 9,702 yen, or about $80 US at the time. So I've looked at a lot of the version Kas. I've looked at the Double Zeta, the Super Gundam. I know that the regular Zeta Gundam was sort of a crossover between version Ka and Metal Robot Spirits, and I've really liked them all. But I've not looked at some of the older ones. They feel like they have like kind of a different finish to them, which I like a little bit more than the regular Robot Spirits. So I've been curious to sort of look at some of the older ones just to kind of figure out if they've kind of been like this the whole time and if it's worth kind of getting into some of the older ones. I guess the first thing that gets my attention is these decals, which is a big no-no for me. There's no way I'm trying to put all those on. But yeah, I guess this was kind of from before they did real marking versions. So this is the Silver Bullet, which is a mobile suit that's mostly near and dear to my heart from the Gundam G Generations games, where it was a major player on my team. This figure is actually really, really cool. It just looks a little unique for a Gundam, just the way that this is sort of structured here. Just the design. Obviously, the head is very, reminiscent of a Gundam. This... I think, it's probably from when they made the figures a little bit differently, so the posability is slightly different, but it does have that kind of nice finish that I really like of the version Ka stuff. So, yeah, I like it. Let's take a look at some of the accessories, which already I'm really digging. This thing is super cool. It looks like it has all these like little like levers and I don't know. Looks like there's probably a lot to do with this weapon. I'm looking forward to the instructions helping me not break it. Then just kind of like a very sort of standard machine gun. Then you got obviously this like super cool backpack that launches the, I think they're called, I'm probably gonna mispronounce it, the incoms, which are kind of like the funnels for the pathetic old types. And then you got these blue beam sabers here. You got two of those, a whole bunch of hands. I'm not quite sure what this is, but I'm sure I will figure it out. And then obviously, which I think is probably one of the kind of main draws of this. Okay, so it looks like those are the in cams, in whatever, like fake funnel things before they're kind of extended. And then as you can see here, maybe I'll just open this up real quickly just so you could see one of them. I always get a kick out of getting some of these old figures. Like this one is from 2014 and it's like still sealed and everything. So yeah, so here's one of its weapons. It's got this wire that you can kind of bend to whatever sort of pose you want it to be in. And then it's got these like little itsy bitsy things here, which I'm not really sure what they are, but they don't look particularly interesting, so I don't think I have to dive into it too much deeper here. So anyway, I'm going to pose this guy, read the instructions, kind of figure out how all the little things work, and I'll be back in a few minutes with some final thoughts. All right, and we are back. Let's get this guy on the rotating stand. I absolutely adore this figure. There's so much going on. Obviously, you have these like, the Incom like fake funnel things. It could shoot its arms, and then just for anyone that doesn't know, the wires are actually like in the show. It's not just holding it in place. Like it's for people that can't control them wirelessly, so they actually have the wires. So the fact that the wires are here, is obviously not a detriment. I wish there was maybe a slightly better way to like hold this arm in place, but just find a claw that you have laying around for some other figure, which I had a bazillion of, and I used that. But yeah, lots of cool weapons. Actually, the beam sabers are like in here. You could like pop them out. That's really cool. A lot of posability. Very kind of a lot of unique weaponry. Like this thing right here is super cool. This backpack is super cool. Just like the look of this figure, it's like kind of really clunky. I just really, really, really like this figure. I think it has like a very kind of premium feel to it, and it's got a ton of accessories. Even though it's quite old, I think it's like eight years old. Looking on it, yeah, 2014. Cannot recommend this figure enough. Absolutely love it. and it's from Unicorn. I don't know when they're going to get around to version animating Unicorn stuff, so I think it could be a while before we see another one of these guys, so I would definitely recommend picking it up for your shelf. Anyway, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, I'd appreciate a like or subscribe. Still figuring out the schedule for the summer, but hopefully we'll have it formalized in a few weeks. Thanks so much, and keep collecting.